On the nature of organizing, what has been very effective for us is really the discussion that I've been talking in a couple of the sessions, is really that at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. One of the things that we did very effective at the LA City Council was really just having protests with large amounts of people. And particularly the one you should look at, which we didn't, we were participated in, was the May 2005, 1 million people marched and they surrounded City Hall around the immigration bill that was being passed in Congress. And really that's a very, that got washed in the media. There was not real big, there was no Fox analysis on it. They weren't putting guys talking about, what that impact of that mobilization was about, particularly because it really woke people up in Congress and said, if we do this, there's a kind of there's a political threshold point, which is we're always constantly being pushed to, which is at what point do you have nothing to lose, right? And so really that's in the game of their life, that's the game we play, right? How much can I give you to pacify you, and then how further do I push you so I don't hit that I don't give a shit anymore point, Because once you cross that point, you really basically make the analysis to say, what, I have nothing to lose. For us, this land occupation that we did was really that analysis, We were tired of the racism. We were tired of getting pushed all over the place. We were tired of the discursive probation that said, hey, you guys aren't responsible enough. You guys don't want to feed yourselves. So we took them on their word. We were feeding ourselves. We were paying the land use, water use, the cleanup use. We were doing all the maintenance. So we took you on your word, and now you say, oh, well, we didn't really mean it. And so in that sense, that's really the fundamental point, and I think you're seeing the effect with the Occupy folks that they push people to over a little bit on that threshold, and people are saying, well, I got $100,000 in student loans. That's 20 years of my life. I'll never make that back. So I got nothing to lose, right? I mean, that's basically why you're camped out at the different places of Occupy, right? Because it's the I don't give a shit point anymore, And I think that our structural control is really played against that point. What is your personal I don't give a shit point anymore? I mean, we all really, it's like if you have kids, it's harder. It's like, my threshold just got dialed. I have to take more of it, right? And it's a very coercive point to be at. Like to have to say, I have to dial down my sensitivity, I got 2 kids, I got a mortgage, I got 3 cars, and I got all my sport utility cars, that I play on the weekend. It's gonna be hard. I mean, I'm gonna have to take more of it. But I'm being funny, but it's not really funny, because it really is that point that unless, and this is, I've given you guys my Einstein theory of mass, bend, space, and time, it's real. Get 100,000 people. Go to your congressperson and say, we're pissed off, you'll get some change. But if I go by myself, it's meaningless. They'll tell you, oh, well, you need to talk to the ag handler, right? And you'll need to talk to the, go to the land planning, go to the plum meeting, the urban planning, land use committee, and then you go over there and they said, yes, they call you, and then nothing happens, right? The impotence of your political power is really the measure there. But when there's 100,000, these folks are effective because they have busloads of people. If he showed up by himself, they would cart him away right away, right? Really, because the system of security really depends on there being a forwarding force against the numbers. But when you overcome that, oh, I'm going to give a shit because there's 100 million people and there's 10,000 cops, that's a different break-even point, right? So, again, this is really a numbers game. And we're here, the networks that we're building are about, can we get you off your Facebook and get you on the street?